Yo, what's up and welcome to the channel. I'm Okeo Beats and I'm a music producer based in Copenhagen, Denmark. And in today's video, I would like to show you what I would do if I was to start a new type beat channel from scratch. So let's jump right into it. And before we start, I would just like to show you my channel. So if you see here, I'm almost at 18k subscribers. The beat that I released 17 hours ago is almost at 5.5. It is at 5.5k views. And if you also look at the other ones, 2 days ago it's 4k, almost 5, 9.1. 6 days ago we had one at 25k, 41k 7 days ago, and 57k. So you can just see we're doing good consistently. I'm doing good consistently on this channel here. I know a thing or two about type beats channel. It's not like I know everything, and to be honest, I'm just experimenting still, so I might not have all the answers, but at least I try and adjust and do stuff. Yeah, and that's all that matters. So the first thing I will do if I was about to open a type beat channel is I will make sure that I actually like the kind of beats that I was about to make. So there can be a big difference between music that you like to hear and actually music that you like to produce. Back when I was starting out, because this sounds actually like a very basic advice, but it wasn't from me in the beginning. And here's why. Because back when I was starting making music, I was actually in the studio with local artists here from Copenhagen. And the thing about the music scene here in Denmark is that most artists, they want to make club music because that's what streams here in Denmark. And it's very hard with small niches here in Denmark because we are a small country. So most artists want to make what the majority of people like to hear, and that makes sense if you want to live out of making Danish music. So back when I was starting making beats, I was just trying to make all this kind of club music and Afro reggaeton and stuff like that. But the problem was I was not enjoying it, so I just tried to keep working on it and stuff. But that actually really burned me out, and I was about to quit music completely because it just took so much energy from me. The music I always liked to listen to was hip hop, and now what I really like to do is like making melodic trap type beats. So when I start to focusing on that and starting making type beats channels, I felt like very good about the music again, and I wanted to continue doing that. And that's what's most important in this music thing, in this type beat thing, is that you find something that you enjoy, that you can do in a long time, because you have to do this in a long time. It's not like something that you can just be rich off right away. You have to grind a lot of years in order to see results. So the next thing that I will do when I found out what kind of music I would like to make is I will check if there's actually an audience that is looking for this kind of music. And an artist that I like to use, my main artist on my channel, is Fatmac. And I actually also talked about this in another video not that long time ago, but here you just get a quickly sum up of it. But if the thing that I will do, I will go into Google Trends. This is in Danish, the most of it, but I will explain it, so don't worry about that. And then I will search up Fatmac type beat. Then the first thing you need to do is to find the country, and type beats are the biggest in the States, so I will choose USA. Then I will choose within the last 5 years. This means. And then in the last category here, I will choose YouTube search. So what you can see here is that the Fatmac type beats is actually having a lot of growth. It started here and in the middle of 2003. In 2024, and then you can just see it went up like this. And this is what you would like to look for if your goal is to get as many views as possible in YouTube. That is what my goal is. Your goal might be completely different, but if your goal is to get many views, this is what I will look for, is if the curve was on the way up. But this cannot stand alone. I will also do some research by myself in YouTube. And here I like to go to Safari and into incognito. Then we go to YouTube. And the reason I like to use Safari for this is because most artists, they use iPhones. So, and the results you get in incognito on Chrome or Safari is actually a bit different. But since most artists use iPhones, it's connected to Safari, and this is where you can get the most relevant search, in my opinion. So if we search up FatMac type beat, you can see here what I'm looking for is what the date is for when the beat was uploaded. So you can see this one here from Kayomi. He actually have very great beats. I really like his beats. But the thing you see, he just uploaded this 2 days ago and he's already at 12k views. And if we go down here, you can also see some of my beat pops up. This one here I posted just 18 hours ago is almost a 6k. And another one here 6 days ago is already at 25k. So what I'm looking for here is what the date of the top producers in the niche is. If this was like 5 years ago or even 2 or 3 years ago, that will show me that it's not really relevant right now if you want to get many views in this period here. And then I will probably try to go for something else. What you can see here on FatMac type beats is they're still relevant. They get a good score on Google Trends, and the beats from the top producer in this niche getting views in a relative short time period. So that is definitely a thing that you should look for. The next thing that I will make sure is that I was posting my beats from a brand new channel. So I would not be using a channel, even though I didn't upload any music or anything else to it. I would never use a channel that I just use for normal search or anything like that for a while. And especially not using a channel you used to do gaming content or different type beats at what you're trying to do right now. I will not reuse old channels. And the reason for this is because when YouTube already knows something about you on the channel, they will start to suggest your videos to people that's related to the type of channel that you have. And your old gamer videos, the old gamer audience, most of them, they will not be interested in your FatMac type beats. And that's what YouTube will start to push them out to. And they will see that nobody will click your videos, and then will just stop suggesting them at all. So you will already be a step back. So what I recommend, what I will do if I was starting a new channel is starting a new channel and not mixing it up with some old channel or anything like that. So the next thing I want to talk about is the upload routine, and that's one of the most talked about thing in this type beat environment. I also talked about this in other videos, but a lot of producers say that you have to post every day in order to get success on your videos. But in my experience, that's not true. You need to find a schedule that you can sustain and not getting burned out about. For my example, I post 5 times a week. If you can post 3 times a week, that's completely fine. Then you can do something like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Just make sure to be consistent with it so you don't forget it. For me, it makes it easier to do it at a specific time every day. It's not like that does something magical or anything like that, but that's just make it easier for me. So I schedule beats 5 times a week, and then I schedule them for 8 p.m. Of course, sometimes it's okay to get a little bit out of your comfort zone. What I would recommend you is posting everywhere from 3 times a week to 7 times a week, but only if you can post 7 times a week without feeling burned out. But maybe at least around when you're starting out, it's completely fine just to post once a week. But ideally, you will go from maybe 3 to 7 times a week if you ask me. And of course, the quality of your beats will be better the more beats that you make, but not if they're burning you completely out and you can't even focus about making good beats because you're all stressed up. Then it will do nothing good for you. So find a schedule that matches you. So the next thing I would like to talk about is your thumbnails, and in my experience, just keep it as simple as possible when you're making a new channel. I know it's tempting to try something very unique, but the thing is, for most parts, people will not even click on the videos because it looks weird to them. And it's always different from niche to niche. For my instance, you see that's the classic ones, and it's actually the thing with FatMac is he does it very easy because he's taking the kind of pictures that is relevant to my niche, and that's just like chill pictures in the kitchen or in the studio and stuff like that. So nothing too professional, because that actually not working that well with the kind of niche that I'm going for. But it makes it easier that he just do it. Then I can just use pictures of him instead of random guys on Pinterest, like you see a lot of other producers do. And it's completely fine. But when FatMac is already doing this kind of vibe, that makes it very easy. Yeah, just keep it simple. No big logos or anything like that. Just keep the black bars on the side. If you're going for this niche, we can also look up R&B type beats. And then you can see it's different. There's mostly pictures of girls, but they still keep these black bars. And you see, just make it simple like this. See, this one even got 3 million views, and it's only been posting 10 months ago. And you can see how simple the thumbnail actually is. We can also go to ambient beats. Once again, you can see most of the producers here, especially the top producers. There's the one that's bit different here, but most of them, they're also using the black bars. The difference is they are a little more aesthetics, artistic. But you should definitely go into find out who your competition is and look at what they're doing and try to apply some of the same to your channel, because that is what's getting views within your niche. So the next thing I would like to talk about is your descriptions, and you should definitely keep it as simple as possible. And you are actually very welcome just to copy mine. So let's have a look at the ones that I do. We can take this speed here from yesterday. In the beginning, just keep your titles very simple like this. So don't put your producer name or anything like that in your title if you would like to do it as simple as possible. Of course, you can experimenting with it. Again, I don't have all the answers, but for my experience, just keep it simple like this. Then what I recommend you is in the top, add your download/purchase link right away, so the artist can find your beat right away. You just would like to do it with no frictions at all. And that's here you can put a little bit about the terms. And this one is also very important, this section here, and that's your BPM and your key. Once again, it's to make it as easy for the artist to use your beats as possible, because if it's not easy for them, they would just skip to another beat. But here they can just go download your beat, take the beat into the DAW, set the BPM right, and if they use auto-tune, they can just set the pitch correctly, and then they're good to go. As easy as that. Then I also put that they should credit me. And this one here, if I make it with another producer like this one, I will of course give him the credit. And a shout out to LMC, Beats by LMC. He's crazy, making the best kind of samples out there. So definitely go log in with this guy. He's very cool. Then you also need your info, so people know where they can reach out to you. So your mail and your Instagram. And then I just put the title here again for SEO. And now here we have the tags. And this is a big thing. You should only use tags that's relevant to your video. So please don't use those big hundreds kind of tags with all kind of random artists and niches and stuff like that, because that will make you look desperate and even spammy to the YouTube algorithm, so they can actually flag you for that. And it will also confuse your audience if you put it out to all kind of different niches and people are searching for that, and your beat drops or they hear your beat, then they will just click right away from it. Then we just click off it within 10 seconds, because that's not the kind of beat that they were expected to hear, and that will hurt your channel. So I just choose the most simple ones here for FatMac, and then also use some generic ones like sample type beat. I even have just free type beat and type beat 2025, because if your beats blows up, and then people, when they're just searching for big keywords like type beats, your videos will actually show up to them, and then you will get a lot of views if you're getting in the top of big keywords like that. And then in the bottom here, I just have another tags here, and that's the one you can see in the top, also just to make it easier for artists to find your beats. Feel free again just to copy mine straight up, and just make sure to change the tags and stuff like that, so it's relevant for your channel. So the last thing I would be aware of before I was starting a new channel is what I actually like to talk about a lot. And if you've been watching a lot of my videos, you know this is my core message, and that's your mental health. Because none of this is worth it if you're not feeling good mentally. Even if you don't feel good mentally, most of the time your beats will also struggle and your quality will drop. So definitely take your mental health seriously, and remember, if you're feeling burned out, take a break from this. Remember your exercise, remember to eat good, and the most important thing, remember your social network, because social networks, look at it scientifically, that's what makes us as human happy and relaxed as possible. So yeah, none of this is worth it if your mental health is not right. Always remember that. So that's exactly the things that I will focus on if I was making a new type beat channel today. I'm really thankful for all of you guys showing me so much support and following my channel, and also reaching out to me on Instagram. Just remember, you're always welcome to reach out to me. My Instagram is Okeo Beats, and it's always in the description. Ever since my channel started to grow more and more, I actually get a lot of messages. So if I'm not answering right away, just know that's because I get a lot of messages. I will really like to answer you, and I will do it, but sometimes it just takes a little while for me. But always feel free to also leave a comment in the comment section if you have any questions or any ideas to future videos. Then I will try to do this as best as possible. But thank you again for watching my video, and see you next time.